those new Starbucks cups are actually free. If you save your fucking money and you donate it to Palestine, you weak ass bitch.
Welcome to Seen and Heard podcast, where everyone should be seen and heard. And welcome to my distant cousin, Belladonna.
Happy birthday, cousin.
Thank you. Thank you. We were actually kind of doing a touch on our research in ancestry and find out we're distant cousins on our Irish side. That is so funny. But we'll get into that later. So
Yeah.
we are in the throes of election year,
hmm
and there's today is my birthday, of course, again, and voting day. It's voting in where Virginia and Oklahoma, and let's see,
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Oh, y'all got voting day today. Let me see here. Oklahoma, North Carolina, and where's the other one? So let's take care, everyone, and vote. Get out the vote. And we're also wanting to talk about the crisis in Palestine, Congo, um, Sudan, and but we kind of have to watch what we're saying too because a lot of people are being penalized. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I've seen so many people lose accounts, be censored. I know on my end, like, just kind of boosting content and pushing it out, duetting it. Like, even my duets would be, like, not working for a full day
Mm,
until, like, you know, the same time every night, like, after a couple days when or like, and a lot, like, and I have a couple of screen recordings of this
mm-hmm.
where I'll follow and the heart will go away. I'll comment and the comment will go away, you know? And it's just like not even letting me post or comment. And so I suspect that everybody probably has a lot more likes than they think that they do,
Mm.
you know? So if you're seeing low numbers, don't be discouraged, you know? I have video proof that that's at least happening on my end, like being white, pushing it out, and
Mm-hmm.
being white and viewing it, from other people who are speaking on things, who I believe your your guys's content is being suppressed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just seeing it rather than like necessarily mine.
Oh, speaking of suppression, there was I'm gonna pull up this guy. I think it was last night I saw and or yeah, and he was actually making a comment about the suppression and who was being suppressed. I think I just liked it. Let me see. Wonder how far down. Okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay. I'm going to play this video here, and uh, he actually kind of explains like who is supporting who and why, which I thought it was a good
Okay.
explanation. So, okay, I'm gonna pull this up here.
All right.
For Palestine, and why
Oh,
other
yeah, I've been
groups
thinking too.
or other group singular generally tends to support Israel. And like just looking at social media alone, look at who's speaking up for Palestine right now, who's attending all these Palestinian protests. Black folk, Latinos, indigenous folks of America, Native Americans, Africans. We got Desis, Asians. It's pretty diverse out there. But then you see who supports Israel generally. A lot of white folk, okay? A lot of white Americans, a lot of British, Western Europeans, okay? The colonized recognize the colonized. That's how it's always gonna be. And the colonizer will always identify with the colonizer. They will always view the other colonizers as the victims, and the colonized as the barbarians, as the terrorists. But the colonized do not fall for their tricks. They recognize the lies when they see it. And this isn't always the case. Obviously, there are outliers. Not all white people support Israel. There are hella white folks that are diehard for Palestine. And there are colonized people who support Israel. Perfect example of an outlier, Ireland. Super pro-Palestine, but because they themselves have been colonized. Even then, they're not really white. They're like spicy white. They got a little flavor in there. There's no way it's gonna be 100%, but just generally speaking, statistically speaking, those who have experienced colonization in their people's history generally support Palestine. And I don't point this out to be divisive and point fingers at certain groups, but in times like this, when a colonized people like Palestinians are being massacred in the thousands, it's important to monitor and recognize these patterns. Specifically for those of y'all who are kind of on the fence and don't really know where to fall. But if you are someone who looks at history and can sympathize with the colonized and don't understand why people support the colonizer, this is a present day example of that exact same notion. And the lingering issue is if you do not view the situation as a colonizer versus colonized. That's the problem. Because a lot of y'all are thinking that this is country versus country or country versus terrorist. But what I'm explaining should be proof to you that this is about colonization, especially those of y'all who think this is complicated. It's really not. Colonizer, colonized. Pick a side. Because generally everyone around the world right now who has been colonized generally supports Palestine. Like, that should be a clear indication of what's going on and where you should be leaning.
That reminds me of when the
Your
Queen
voice
passed.
sounds. Hold on, your voice sounds really weird.
Oh, does it? Okay.
It sounds like the chipmunks or something. I don't know if that's just on my end.
Okay, so is that better?
No.
It's not. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I hope I'm not the only one that can hear that. Because it's so
Okay,
funny.
is it staticky again? Is that better?
No. Oh man, when you're laughing, it sounds just like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Is it like a filter or something?
No. Okay, I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on. Hold on
I
a
just
second.
I just feel like we should figure this out before we continue talking about something so serious, you know? Cuz hello?
Okay, is that better?
No, it's not better.
I don't know what happened.
Should I go?
I don't know what happened. Okay, we're gonna have to take an intermission, and we'll be back in a part two. So sorry about the technical difficulties, and we're going to rectify the situation, and we'll be back.
All right, let's try this again.